Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. In this game, we'll see the Washington Wizards going up against the Orlando Magic. This is Brian Anderson at the table with basketball royalty. With both teams fighting for playoff position, this is as intense of a regular season as you'll see, Grant.
Oh, BA, you can feel what's at stake here in the arena. Both of these teams will treat this like the postseason. The playoffs start now for them.
And the starting lineup for the Magic. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. Corey Joseph out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Carter in at the center position. Picked by Carter. Here's Banchero. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Yeah, there's not much Banchero can't do in the pick-and-roll set. He's comfortable as the roller or with the ball in his hands.
And so the ball out of bounds. Smart touched it last. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
A bit ago, Brian Keefe and I were able to chat. I asked him how he plans to slow down Paolo Banchero, and Coach told me, look, he's an all-star, so you've got to guard him with your whole team. He's big, he's strong, he can punish you down low, but he's also quick and has the ability to beat you on the perimeter. They'll have to be disciplined tonight, BA.
Thank you for that, Allie.
And this is why you must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.
Pass to Champagny. Here's Sarr. And he lobs it up top. And stolen by Banchero. Here's Wagner. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Just taking it right to the rim. And no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
One shot.
Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
The Magic have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Here's Joseph. Outside, Caldwell-Pope. Picked by Carter. The three from Banchero. Rebounded by Johnson.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Sarr. He's checked by Carter. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two players, jump ball.
To the inside. It's tipped.
The 2021-22 Defensive Player of the Year winner, Smart loves sending shots back.
Here's Champagny. And again, unable to change momentum here. Magic leading by 7. Banchero finds Wagner. Here's Joseph. Carter on the wing. Caldwell-Pope. The pass to Joseph. Outside Carter. 5 on the clock. Knocks down the long J.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for the Washington Wizards. Nothing up yet on the scoreboard for them. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Tipped away and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Here's Joseph. Yet to see a basket. And Banchero gets it to go. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Magic.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
Pass to Joseph. Here's Carter. Hits the jump hook. Carter's got 5 points.
I just love the ball movement.
Now Johnson.
Get there.
Orlando foul.
Jones, he's checked in for Smart.
First personal foul. First team foul. Coming onto the floor for your Wizards. Number 1.
Outside Johnson. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Banchero.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Pass to Carter. Here's Joseph. Caldwell Pope for 3. On target from range.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Pass to Joseph. And another 3 for Orlando.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Wizards making a switch here. Martin's checked in. And now let's take a look and see which power forwards and centers have been putting up the most points over the past 10 games. Paolo Banchero on top.
And you see why they keep going to him. He's a big man with a polished offensive repertoire, playing to his strengths and being efficient as a result.
Especially not one with the arsenal of moves this fella has. He's mastered the art of low post offense, and no matter what look the defense throws at him, he typically has a counter.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Joseph, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, you can just see it in Corey Joseph. He loves to hoop. I mean, he's a talented offensive player who also gets after it on defense.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
Joseph is a guy who's a proven champion and does whatever's asked of him, and that makes him a solid leader on this team.
And he's good on the second. Wizards trail by 15. Martin, left side. Lets it go from 11. Jump shot is good that time. Carrington's got his second basket on the night. Joseph passes to Wagner. Banchero outside. Carter, a screen on Johnson. The 3 from Banchero. The rebound by the Wizards. Sarr's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Carrington. Here's Martin. The 3. It's rebounded by Banchero.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Wizards, trailing by 13. Here's the pick. Back to Martin. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Here's Sarr, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Well, you have to track Sarr in that action. He's so fluid for his size and does a great job coming off the pick.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He wants to review the game plan. So for the Wizards, Vukcevic comes in for Sarr, and Gill subbed in for Johnson. And a new group getting ready for Orlando. Isaac, he's checked in for Carter. Black comes in for Paolo Banchero. Harris is checked in for Caldwell Pope. And Cole Anthony subbed in for Joseph. Here's Anthony. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. And the layup is good off the glass.
Kept moving and found an opening. Staying active, Anthony grinding for that bucket in tight.
Inside. Pass to Isaac. The finish! And the dunk by Isaac.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Carrington no good. Magic leading by 15. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
This Magic team is making moves in the East. Star forward Paolo Banchero said, "We're a lot more competitive. We know we're talented. We can play with anybody, and we've proven it. Just one game at a time." Brian?
Got to take that simple approach. A team on the rise, Allie. Thank you.
Third in assists, third in blocks, and they make use of a majority of their opportunities from the line. Finishing top 10 overall in this category, a team you shouldn't foul.
And that third place ranking in assists. It speaks to how this team is unselfish offensively. They understand basketball is the ultimate team game. And he makes a first. Batase's checked in for Orlando. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Magic leading by 13. Harris outside. To the middle. And Batase gets it to go.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Down low. Here's Gill. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
That was just great work to battle through contact and will in the shot.
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
The Wizards making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. And so Anthony will bring it up for the Magic. Leading by 12. Pass to Black. Out to Harris. 6 to shoot. Here's Black. He's guarded by Martin. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Here's Vukcevic. Here's Gill. He's coming off a 10-point game against Sacramento.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seem to be on time and on target.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
Going inside, and it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And he's got his 4th free throw of the game.
4th team foul. At the line for the Wizards, Anthony Gill.
One shot.
One shot.
A minute 42 left in the first quarter. Isaac outside. Here's Batase. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Martin outside. Here's Gill. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. Isaac, the pass to Anthony. Here's Black. Isaac with a screen on Martin. Black. To the left side wing. Jones against Anthony. 5 to shoot. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. The Wizards trail by 11. Jones, the pass to Johnson. Here's Gill. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. Jones misses. And for the Magic, they're shooting a solid 50% in the opening quarter. Anthony feeling it out a bit. Back to Isaac. Off target with a jump hook.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
And so it's Orlando closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We'll be right back after this word. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Boy, a very convincing performance from the Magic so far.
It's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
We've got Sarr and it's Champagny at the power forward position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. That's good, and it's Smart with the assist.
A great decision from Smart. He's all about doing what's best for the team.
And here's Harris outside. Pure from three-point range. Harris has got his first 3 points of the game.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Champagny, that's good.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You gotta work harder on the glass.
Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle. You know, Clark, something Kentavious Caldwell-Pope brings, that championship experience.
And every championship team has a guy like KCP, a guy who can make shots, who's always there, ultra reliable, plays both ends, doesn't step out of his role, and all he does is help you win championships. I love watching guys like that contribute in a meaningful way to championship teams. And he's a fun guy to watch because he does his job at a high level pretty much every night.
And the second free throw is good. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Good decision that time by Wagner, taking it straight line to the rim. The defense had no chance to stop it.
Pass to Champagny. Martin outside. And here's Jones. He's covered by Caldwell Pope. Goes up on the wing. Jones misses. Orlando leading by 12. Wagner outside. Now here's Carter. And Martin comes to help. Carter finds Wagner. And here's Caldwell Pope. Carter, a screen on Jones. And Caldwell Pope gets it to go.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Orlando making some changes. Banchero's checked in for Harris, and Joseph is subbed in for Black. And he sinks the second. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Outside, Caldwell Pope. From the arc. Here's Carter. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Phenomenal positioning on the glass. Carter Jr. putting on his hard hat right there. Not afraid to get those hands dirty.
And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Let's have a look at which rookies have had the hottest hand since the All-Star break. Second is Alex Sarr.
Only taking good looks. This first-year player is shooting it at a high clip since the break.
Well, he's a really high percentage shooter, and he also does a nice job of not allowing defenders to get into his head, and he doesn't allow himself to get rattled either.
Pass to Carrington. From 11 feet away, and that's good for 2. Carrington's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. Banchero outside. Shot from 12. Joseph can't hit. Wizards trail by 13. Champagny, the pass to Smart. Here's Sarr. Oh, they get a hand on it. Stolen by Carter. And Marcus Smart picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
That's a foul he wanted to avoid, and he definitely doesn't want to pick up his 3rd before the half.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Picked by Carter. The 3 from Banchero hits the trifecta. Banchero's got 9 points.
You know, I know some would like to see Banchero increase his shooting range, especially since he doesn't have a solid shot from behind the arc.
Here's Carrington. Rebound by the Magic.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
And there's a pick. Wagner for 3. Smart grabs the miss. And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for the Washington Wizards. It's a 16-point game. Pass to Champagny. Here's Sarr. He's checked by Carter. Outside Jones. Jacks up a 3. Caldwell Pope pulls it in. Caldwell Pope's got 4 rebounds in the game. And here's Banchero. 9 points in the game. Outside Carter. Picked by Carter. Shot clock at 6. And a clever pass fake. Kept the D from closing in.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Lets it go from deep. And Smart nails the triple.
They are shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
Wagner, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Picked by Carter. And he's going for the lob. It's intercepted. Pass to Carrington. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Carrington's gotten 4 this quarter.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
Wagner able to get the shot to go through contact and the and one on tap. Great determination that time.
Orlando shooting their 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
Gills checked in for Washington. Free throw good. Wagner. Clark, we know how great Wagner is offensively. He's a plus defender as well.
You know what? I think he takes great pride in being a versatile, high-level defender. I mean, he focuses on that and gives great effort there. Offense comes relatively easy. He's got a great skill set, good size and mobility. But the defense is where he's really focused on excelling, and he's doing it.
And he can't get the first one. Good on the second one. Orlando leading by 15. Here's Joseph. Over Smart. Joseph can't hit. Now Smart. Here's Gill. He's got 9. Can't get that one to go. He's just 2 of 5 now from the field. Wagner outside. Caldwell Pope, a screen on Jones. Orlando again missing.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
So much skill there for Sarr, and he can get elusive, which helped him draw the foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Obviously, Alexander Sarr's stature grabs your attention, but he's stronger than he looks, too. And that can be a pretty dangerous combination if he learns to use it right.
Champagny, he's checked in for Jones. And the Magic making a change here as well. Houston's checked in. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Grant, you look at the development path of Franz Wagner. Not surprising he had an easier transition to the NBA.
But think about this, BA. I mean, he played against men very early in Germany, splitting time in Euroball, and at Michigan let him really develop in multiple ways. So he's seen it all and is still so young.
And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries. And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for Orlando. They led by as many as 18. Pass to Carter. They swipe it. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running. Here's Joseph. And a miss there on the triple.
You know, he hasn't contributed well scoring the ball, but obviously his teammates have.
Pass to Champagny. Fires from deep. Gill, no. Orlando leading by 10. Here's Joseph. Carter on the wing. His last outing, he had 20. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
Back to Joseph. Picked by Carter. Takes a three, and that one's good. Joseph has got 7 points.
Phenomenal recognition in the pick and roll. Like watching Joseph break down the defense in these P&R sets.
Here's Sarr. Oh, Carter with the block. And they'll get another chance. Shot clock at 5. Shot's good by Carrington.
It's obvious he's taking it upon himself to try and keep them alive.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And Grant, when you play the Wizards, you better be ready to run.
BA, they like to speed you up. They force you to play at their pace. And on the flip side, that gives you open floor opportunities as well.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And with 3 games remaining in the regular season, here's how the East stacks up. You look at Orlando. If the postseason were to start today, they'd be the 7 seed. And, of course, Washington, currently a ways below.
And right now for the Magic, they're really doing their best to rise through the rankings. Time will tell whether they can pull it off.
You know, it's really hard to figure out exactly what's been missing, but there is something missing. It perhaps could be the system they're playing in.
And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Harris. And the Magic lead by 14.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Slow defensive rotation causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
Harris outside to the middle. Kicks it out to Isaac. Lets it go. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Isaac's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Already an excellent passer at his position. Banchero just loves showing off his court vision.
Here's Gill. And another basket for Washington. And Orlando has possession. They led by as many as 18. Coming into this, having notched a win against San Antonio in their last game.
And it wasn't just their starters putting in work. Their backups were real spark plugs on offense.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante.
Here's Jones. Not going to go that time. Good D by Harris. Orlando leading by 13. Harris is double. Back to Isaac. Inside. And it's Martin with the rebound. Washington has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Pass to Johnson. Johnson a screen on Banchero. Gill, no.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Isaac's shot is off.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
Oh, stolen by Harris. And they're running. Here's Houston. Hits the jump hook. Houston's got his first bucket in this one.
Changing ends quickly, scoring before the defense can set up. They've been doing it all game.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this one.
And so it's Orlando in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. Back to the game after this break.
Greetings, everybody. Before we delve into the first half analysis, let's bring you up to speed on the power rankings at this critical stage of the season.
You know, for Orlando, they're sitting on the top of their division. Can't ask for more than that as a fan, and it feels like they're getting better as the season goes on.
The way they've been playing, I expect big things from these guys.
And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the Magic.
The way they have owned the paint, not only will they win the game, they might not even sweat in the fourth quarter.
Good news is we have great AC here in the studio, so we never have to sweat.
Ah, it's so cool in here.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. The Wizards trail by 13. So for Orlando right now. On the wings, it's Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Joseph in at the point guard position. Pass to Champagny. Clock at 6. Launches it. Caldwell Pope pulls it in. Caldwell Pope's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Fires for 3. And that one's good. Joseph has got 10 points.
Man, how about the range from Joseph there? Nice to see him confident in shooting it from that deep.
Here's Carrington. He's covered by Caldwell Pope. Shot's good by Carrington.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
It was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him in their last game, too. When it happens this often, that's not a pattern. That's a characteristic. Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
It's hauled in by the Magic. Carter's got his 4th rebound in this one. Wagner against Smart. Joseph. Carter, the pass to Wagner. Unloads. Cans it from the wing. He's got 12.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
Stolen by Carter. In transition, the Magic on the run. Caldwell Pope's shot is off.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
Champagny, that's good.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. Back to Joseph. Wagner, the pass to Carter. To the left wing. The 3 from Banchero. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
Responding nicely with his own 3, Banchero. This is how competitive this man is.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And a chance to see the rookie leaderboard in the steals department. Alex Sarr on top.
And the level of activity he brings to the defensive end is special. For a rookie to be this dialed in and grabbing this many steals, it's really impressive.
Yeah, his anticipation is just phenomenal. Always looking to jump the passing lane, pick your pocket, come up with the steal. You can't put the ball in front of him because he'll take it from you and then laugh at you.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line. Grant, you talk about NBA length. Alex Sarr has it in spades.
So many young bigs we're seeing these days. He combines that length with some guard skills as well. And that's a very intriguing package.
And that one misses. And the Magic surprising many league-wide, Clark, with how they've broken through.
And the way they're winning, I might add. I mean, rugged physical defense is their identity and calling card. Not necessarily what you expect to see from a young team, B.A.
And this will be his third and fourth free throws of the game here.
And boy, I tell you what, he's really coming to his own this year. I mean, that is an enormous step up from what he shot at the line last season.
First one falls for him. Jones, he's checked in for Washington. And he makes both free throws. Wizards trail by 16. Pass to Carrington. Now Smart for three. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got 6 rebounds in the game. Joseph passes to Wagner. Carter, a screen on Johnson. Back to Joseph. This one for 3. And another miss by Orlando. And here's Smart. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. Here's Carrington. He's got 18. The Wizards with another miss. Wagner, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Now Carter. Fires the 3. That shot, no good. Outside Johnson. Here's Carrington. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
And there's the lob, and it's slammed in by Carter.
Once it's up in the air, they trust Carter will come down with it. Did he ever? Boy.
Outside Johnson. They set the screen. The 3-ball. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. He's checked in for Johnson. And the Magic making a change here as well. Houston, he's checked in for Carter. Here's Joseph. 12 points for him. Wagner outside. Here's Caldwell Pope. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Caldwell Pope's got 8.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Here's Smart, plenty of space. Good on the baseline, Jay. Smart's got his second basket of the game.
You rarely see Smart operate in the mid-range, but he just takes what the defense gives him on that possession.
You know, that's exactly how they wanted to run that possession, guys. Beautiful.
Pass to Martin. To the paint. Carrington, no good.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Smart is a pest on defense and absolutely relentless in transition, too.
Pass to Houston. And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Magic.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
Well, another thing they've been doing right in this one is making the most of turnovers. Lots of points for them tonight off of them.
Vukcevic, he's checked in for Washington. Gill comes in for Smart.
No denying the future is certainly bright for Wagner. He's a superb scorer already who also is growing as a passer.
Here's Gill. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got 4 rebounds now. From 13. Good. Now 7 for 11 on the night.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way. Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass, just sailed it right out of bounds.
And Washington making a change here. Sarr's checked in. Magic leading by 20. Banchero outside. Puts it up from 12. And he gets the jumper to drop. Banchero's got 9 points here in the second half.
Yeah, this is a part of Banchero's game they'd like to develop here in the league.
Shot's good by Sarr. Orlando has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Banchero the screen. Here's Black. Blocked!
And as Sarr gets older, he'll learn how to use his length even more.
Got a piece of it.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
And Banchero gets it to go.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Pass to Carrington. Martin a screen. From deep. Gets the 3 ball to go. Carrington's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Jones, the pass to Sarr. Now here's Martin. Defense is right there. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
The first free throw is good. Johnson, he's checked in for Washington. Isaac, he's checked in for Orlando. It's both from the stripe. And so Banchero will bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. And it's Banchero again missing. The Wizards trail by 18. Martin, the pass to Johnson. Outside Jones. Pass to Gill. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Johnson. Washington again can't hit. Orlando has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the third quarter. Isaac blocked. Outside Johnson. Martin finds Jones. There's a screen. The baseline J. That's short off the rim.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
It's Martin on the wing. Outside Johnson. Deflected! And he recovers it. Launches a three. It's rebounded by Houston. Orlando leading by 18. Pass to Harris. To end the drought. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Third personal foul.
And with a pause in the action, let's check out the top shooting rookies from downtown this past month. This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And man, looking good from the line so far this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
And Harris drops them both.
I like the competitive juice of Gary Harris. He wants to win every game, and he plays for his team at a high level.
Jones, the pass to Gill. Now here's Jones. Outside Johnson. Here's the three. Orlando with the rebound. Isaac's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Picked by Isaac. The three from Banchero. Buries it from 3. Banchero's got 15 points here in the second half.
He's starting to pick it up from downtown. Made just 1 in the first half, but he's drained 3 more since.
Gill, pass to Martin. Jones against Harris. Pass to Sarr. Shoots over Isaac. And Sarr with the basket on the assist from Jones.
Great touch from the mid-range by Sarr. He knows he's got to keep drilling it from this area.
Here's Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
Here's Gill. He's got 14. Three-pointer. Drains the triple. Gill's got 17. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Orlando ahead, running away with this one. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Marcus Smart, and it's Sarr in at the 5 spot. That's the group for Washington right now. Count it.
Look at Caldwell Pope battling inside. Boy, he fights through that contact, doesn't he?
Here's Carrington. He's covered by Caldwell Pope. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. One constant in the NBA, Clark, the constant movement of players.
Yeah, and I think you've got to try to look at the positive side of that, the freedom that players have to play where they choose to play in many cases. I think that's the right of any employee to be able to go where they feel they can best optimize their individual and team situations. I think it allows teams to rebuild on the fly and get competitive more quickly. And I like that aspect of it. I don't like to see it overwhelming a season, but I do like the fact the players have that option and that freedom.
And so he hits both.
They're finding a rhythm from the line as they try to cut into this deficit.
Wagner outside. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Banchero the screen. Caldwell Pope, the pass to Banchero. Wagner for 3. The offensive rebound. Out of bounds, Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. Here's Black, defended by Smart. 6 on the shot clock. Carter from outside. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
You know, when Carter Jr. is hitting this, it opens up everything else. Love seeing him get going from there.
Jones with the ball. Now Carter defending. Smart for 3. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Carter's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Pass to Carrington. Out to the wing. Here's Sarr. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
Look at the rookie rising to meet the defense's challenge. Sarr using all of his length to beat the contest inside.
Outside, Caldwell Pope from downtown gets the 3 to fall. Caldwell Pope's got 5 points now this quarter.
He's taking what he can get here, has a 3 in each half.
The baseline J. Carrington no good. Orlando has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the 4th quarter. Out of bounds. It'll be Washington's ball. Washington making some changes. Gills checked in for Sarr. And it's Johnson in for Smart. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Here's Champagny. He's covered by Caldwell Pope. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wagner.
Washington.
Stripped it away. Here we go, 1-on-1. Here's Caldwell Pope. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Well, Clark, we're used to seeing a coaching carousel, but in recent years, even winning teams have changed coaches.
Well, you know, that is true, and at least the profession is getting a pay raise overall. But for teams looking to break through, BA, changing the coach still seems to be the default button that most teams like and are more comfortable pushing. A sharpshooter with a quick trigger release, Caldwell Pope is known for being an efficient scorer.
Out to the right wing. Champagny, the pass to Jones. Outside Johnson. Pass to Champagny. Here's Carrington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And another miss by Washington.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Here's Champagny. Knocks down the triple.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Carter, high post. Jones comes with a double team. It's stolen by Johnson. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And Clark, we're seeing greater parity league-wide, but there's still those teams wandering the wilderness.
Yeah, and some of that is due to teams failing to draft well. You've got to be a little lucky, but you also have to be good in your draft selections. And it's not enough to have a high pick. It's really what you do with whatever picks you have in getting it right.
That one's off. That one's no good. The Magic have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the 4th quarter. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here.
Basketball.
Banchero outside. The shot. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Banchero's got 28 points for the game.
I mean, it's incredible. Banchero can be so dominant. A young player with such a promising future.
Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Wendell Carter. And we hear about the unwritten rules of sports sometimes, Clark. What are some of those in the NBA?
Well, you try not to ever foul an airborne player. I think most players are really sensitive to that. Don't disrespect the other team. Be professional and sportsmanlike when you've got a margin of victory that doesn't need to be added on to. In other words, don't run up the score. Don't try to get numbers for the sake of numbers. Play the game, play to win, and do it with respect at all times.
And Johnson drops them both. More and more, we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Grant.
It really is a sight to see, BA. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age.
They set the pick. The three. Knocks it down from distance. Johnson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Not a bunch of energy from the defense, which is why he was free to knock that down.
Here's Wagner. He hits again. 7 for 13 and looking confident.
Wagner will battle you inside now. He's not afraid to embrace and even initiate contact.
To the inside. Here's Gill. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gill's got 19 points.
Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
Banchero outside. Outside Carter. Pass to Wagner. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. Gill grabs the board. Gill's got 4 rebounds in the game. And stolen by Banchero. And the Magic pushing it up now. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Sars checked in for Gill.
At the line for the Magic, Wendell Carter Jr.
One shot.
At the line for 1.
You know, both of Wendell Carter Jr.'s parents played basketball at a really high level. And you know what I like to say? You cannot run away from the DNA. And I think you see that DNA of his parents in his game.
The Magic have gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in this fourth quarter. And Banchero gets it to go. Banchero's got 4 points in the quarter.
I mean, 6'10", about 250. Banchero imposing his will inside.
The shot by Johnson, no good. For Orlando, they've gotten 8 of 13 shots to find the basket in the fourth quarter. Banchero finds Caldwell Pope. Picked by Carter. No one near him. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Caldwell Pope's got 12 points here in the second half.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Here's Sar. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
Yeah, I love seeing Sar get a little more physical there inside.
Pass to Banchero. Carter, high post. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Versatility is what Wendell Carter Jr. brings to your squad. He has offensive game both inside and outside. And on the other end, he gets the job done using his size.
And Washington making a change here. Smart's checked in. Isaac, he's checked in for Orlando. Harris comes in for Caldwell Pope. Washington with the ball. Smart with the ball. Pass to Sar. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And after playing professionally in France, we wondered what Sar would look like in the NBA. And you know, I think our question is answered.
Carter, good.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Smart passes to Sar. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Well, defensively, against a young guy like Sar, his size and energy can be overpowering.
Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. So for the Magic, Franz Wagner checked in for Paolo Banchero. Caldwell Pope comes in for Harris. And Joseph is subbed in for Isaac. So he gets them both. And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Wagner with a screen. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Good. And he's hit 8 of 14 now. A solid offensive performance.
Things started to click for him in the second half. You can tell the focus and the intent is all there.
Jones sets a screen. Champagnie, that's good. Champagnie's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Joseph. Picked by Carter. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Wizards.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
Banchero's checked in for Black. Washington has gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the 4th. Pass to Smart. Jones feels it out. Here's Champagnie. Lets the 3 fly. Caldwell Pope pulls it in. Caldwell Pope's got rebound number 7 tonight. Wagner outside. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Now Carter. Pass to Joseph. Misses the jumper.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Smart outside. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
2 minutes.
Joseph passes to Banchero. They set the pick. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Here's Joseph. Wagner on the wing. Let's go with a 3. Smart grabs the miss. And for the Wizards, they're shooting a solid 47%. Jones, the pass to Champagnie. Smart outside. Pass to Sar. Back to Smart. 4-3. Drops in the 3.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Magic.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And give them credit for what'll be their 38th win of the year.
And it's clear who the better team is. They sweep the 4-game season series, just dominating them.
We don't see conference opponents get swept very often, but this has been total domination.
And it was a reliably solid performance from one of their key guys. A tremendous game for Paolo Banchero.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
Jones from outside. Caldwell Pope pulls it in. And here are the Magic now. Wagner outside. So no problem for Orlando as they get the win. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.